Hello and welcome to the Kobold Cafe, where today we're playing Upsilon Transcending in GURPS 4th edition. I am Luke, the GM, and we have got Terra.
Hey, I'm Tara. I play Lily, the watcher of everything and kinda creeper.
Creeper. We've got Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin. I play Guy, who shoots people and travels through time, and sometimes travels through time and then shoots people.
I've seen both done. We've got James.
Hey, I'm James. I play Berserker, Sigrid the Berserker.
Berserker. We've
Yes.
got Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I play Audrey, and she does a poor job of pretending to be a regular person.
Pretty piss poor job, yeah. I wish I were a regular person like Audrey is. We've got Lucius. I mean, Everoth.
Hello, I'm Lucius, and I play to the Everoth.
But that's about us for today. Last week, you all got lured to the almost pretty much operational meta-human vigilante headquarters, which has also been used as a detention facility for a couple of weeks. It was a trap. It was an obvious trap. And you got through it. Gas mask guy from the metahuman supremacists was there. He had produced a clone of Mawson, it seemed like, to lure you in there. The real Mawson, meanwhile, were tied up. And they released all the detainees to cause a bit of a mess, whilst simultaneously preparing bombs to blow your tiff up. But Lucius managed to get in there and use his possession and succeed on Gas Mask Guy. And that's all she wrote. You made a hole through the floor, jumped down, turned the bombs off, and that is where we left off and where we'll pick pretty much right back up. Minor correction.
Wasn't-
Go on.
Oh, I thought there was a little bit more.
Maybe a little bit more. Can't remember what it were, though.
Me
I think
either,
it
but
had
I
to
hit a
do
wall
with-
pretty hard.
With Sigurd murdering someone?
Lucius murdered someone as Gas Mask.
That's right. And then we did something with Gas Mask, if I remember correctly, but I don't remember what it is.
Sigrid punched him in the face to knock him up.
That sounds correct, yeah.
Yeah. And then we locked them all back up.
Including Gas
That
Mask.
one sleeping lady.
Yeah, like everybody we apprehended, we managed to, well, apprehend.
Cool beans. Okay, well, in that case, a response team arrives pretty quickly. Simons shows up and says, "Oh shit. What the fuck have we had here then?"
Oh, escape attempt. / blow up the building. / we fixed it.
Mawson is not in a good nick.
I also think he specifically wants to kill us. She, it, they.
Mm-hmm.
Gas Mask is also unconscious, it seems. Lucius, you will return to your shadow form at some point, and whether you step out or whatever that's on you.
Okay.
Because yeah, as I recall correctly, you had shadow formed, clung to Gas Mask's shadow, and let your unconscious body get dragged about.
Yeah, if you toss him in there, I'm gonna end up on the same cell when you guys, when I wake up.
Oh yeah, that's right. So
We'll let him out.
yeah, Lucius wakes up in a cell with Gas Mask right now.
let him out.
It does not seem like a safe place to be.
Gas mask is asleep, it seems.
I guess I look at gas max and I wave at the crew until they open the door so I can walk out.
Lucius, get lets out. Get lets out. Words easy for me.
Oh, that's what else happened. Sorry.
Go on. No, I have. Tell me. Tell me.
Oh, we all broke paths. I went home and gave my mom the ruby from the makeshift gun.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did hand over the
Or emerald.
the prison cell MacGyver gun.
And there was an emerald inside, and then I paid her, and I was like, sorry about the credit card bill, bye!
Yeah, I do recall that. So
We
yeah,
can go back in time.
no, there's not much else to say. Mawson's gonna get rushed to Dunning Medical of all places. He'll end
It
up
probably is the most advanced medical facility.
on. Yeah, it really probably is. I feel like I were about to say something else. Aye,
Okay.
you rest up. Saturday rolls around. It's a slow news day. There are rumours that the US is about to slap a bunch more sanctions on Nirvana.
Whatever. Can I call Guy? I'm gonna call Guy.
Colgy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll answer.
There's a new fire station opening.
Hey, Guy.
What's going on?
Are you still buddies with the head of the Yakuza?
We're warm.
You play Go occasionally.
Could you perchance get a hold of them, set up a meeting with you and them, and figure out what the hell's going on at the docks?
What's going on at the docks?
I mean, in general. I want more. I'm trying to figure out more about these alligator guys.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to maybe come with me?
I mean, I don't think they like me very much. Luke, if I remember, they're not super fond of me in particular, right?
Can't remember. I don't think they had a particularly negative reaction to you, though. There was someone that really offended him. I can't remember who it is. I want to say it was Myas or Matthias.
I mean, okay, I'll come with, but I'm gonna be in full-on tactical hood-up gear because I can't be seen going in and out of a place like that with how much I'm on TV lately.
True dat.
Yeah. However, will you get inside of a building without being spotted?
Huh.
I'll give them a call. See when they've got time for me. It's not pressing.
No, not pressing. It's just something that needs to be done. Eventually.
They'll make some time for you. That very afternoon. Saturday. Let's move on. It's Saturday morning. You've rang Guy. How many 30 days have? A few months, 31 at the others.
What?
What? That was.
He's trying to figure out what day of the week it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
This.
okay.
Okay, I've still not done it. Okay, now I've done it. Yeah, congratulations, me.
You know, if you
That-
click that little thing that has the date in the lower right corner, it'll even bring up a calendar for you.
I have got nothing in corner of my screen with a picture of a date on it.
Okay.
There's a little clock down there. Some numbers underneath it. Alright. It's June. Happy June. And yeah,
Yay, June.
Guy has a call. Makes contact with some Yakuza. The Yakuza are indeed a bit receptive. They'll have a meetup. although they thought their business was concluded now that the threat to the anniversary from the Americans has been dealt with.
We're still in business with each other. Like,
You
they're
are.
technically our landlords or something.
This is true. They are your dodgy intermediary with the state.
They're also like our dodgy connection with the underground. So
this makes sense.
For
I
you.
just had a realization. Well, this would be the first tropical June Sigurd would ever have experienced. This has got to be
Oh.
absolutely miserable.
Sigrid does not like going outside.
But the air conditioning is fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Sigurd's just... How it's so hot.
Cross the street, please, Sigrid. Fuck you, die.
I can just see her walking around in her bikini top and short shorts now, just like, it is too hot. Like slathered in like SPF 1 billion.
People need ski
Why?
mask when Sigrid's around.
Oh,
She
yeah,
is
you're
so
right. She
pasty.
wouldn't need to worry about that. But yeah, she
Yeah,
would always be
Sigrid-
pasty.
Sigurd not only heals like regular damage, but she also heals radiation damage. At
It's
like
sti-
a
it still hurts.
similar. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, she's got one of those giant wide-brimmed hats.
That's-
Like Audrey was like, "Here, put this on."
Nice.
like an
So-
Audrey Hepburn version.
And on
Yeah.
tiny Sigrid, it's like it's just a full parasol. But underneath,
Okay,
you
I'm
are
picturing
still.
this now, and I'm into it.
You definitely leave a trail of sweat that steams off the pavement behind you.
Yeah. How you all live like this?
Do not walk barefoot on the surface
Air
of Nirvana.
conditioning.
Also, Lily points to her like halter top and short shorts. There's a reason this is most of my.
Some people across
No.
the street whistle. One of them was like, "Hey, Lily Dunning, I wouldn't mind dunning that. Yeah, woo."
He gets the bird.
Hey, high fives his
Only
mate.
an owl just slams.
It's
When
all
you
about the air conditioning.
when you flip him off,
Oh no, he doesn't get the bird. He gets the bird.
an owl lands
I-
on his
I-
face.
No. I hire any bird, or give extra bird. Oh god, this is evil. Any guy who does that and is being a jackass, she just has owls follow them for a while and just harass them for like a week or two.
Oh yeah, there's an owl willing in this occasion. This is a
It's
job for Bubbles. Bubbles will deal with this.
Just like shit on their shoulders, or like just be outside their window, just like
All night hooting.
just being an overall dickhead. I love this.
Awful large number of. It's called Nirvana syndrome. It's like it's like the Paris tourist syndrome. Delusions relating to think the owls are after you. That just a lot of people seem to suffer on Nirvana.
What the shit is the Paris?
It's the Japanese tourist in Paris problem. Is that apparently a lot of Japanese people go on holiday to Paris and expect it to be so perfect and romantic that they come home and absolutely want to kill themselves because of how shite Paris were.
I mean, duh.
They romanticize it to such an extreme. Actually, that happens a lot in for Americans heading to Japan.
Opposite on me. Every day since I came back, I've cried because I want to go back.
Anyway, yes, Yakuza.
They did me a good solid in Japan by not killing me. So
we show up.
yeah, just Guy and Lily.
I mean,
And
anyone
a
else is welcome.
plate full of cheeses. Does she turn everything into the same kind of cheese? Is there just like cheese girl brand cheese, or does
There is a
the
cheese
thing-
girl brand, but she is capable of finessing the cheese into various known substitutes.
Okay, so then I will show up with a plate of tasteful cheeses.
This is a fine gift.
Eat them
you.
quick.
Thank you, Gisan. And yeah,
Legitimately eat him quick.
they will. He'll gesture to an empty space in the room, and Kenshi will phase into vision, step over, lift bottom of her mask up, and eat some cheese. First time you've seen any of her face, you think?
Yeah, Lily is extraordinarily interested in this.
To what do we owe the pleasure?
We were involved with an incident on the docks recently in which I don't know what to call it. An illicit interaction was whatever. Somebody tried to rob us when we were buying some shit.
Oh, which docks? Yeah,
I don't remember.
I'm sure you're telling which docks they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had a guy who said afterwards that the docks were run by some gun, like the alligators or somebody.
Crocodile.
And
Cro-
I know that.
Crocodile is Will what he does says. Yes, we know this man. The people in his little group call themselves the Crocs. He's got quite a cult of personality brewing. What was that, sorry?
Nothing. I'm listening.
I don't think anybody said anything.
Really?
You're hallucinating. Keep going.
Cool. Yes, he controls all that territory. It is not safe to do business there unless it is under his nose and in his pocket.
And is this where his home base is located? And I'll give the address of where I watched that guy get dumped off the side of a building, and have been watching ever since.
They frown. I don't know. We do not know where Crocodile lives. Even what he looks like, he is very secretive. We aren't sure if...
Alright.
We weren't sure if he was even real until a few months ago. Or
What
just...
changed that?
We thought he might be some kind of mythical figure. But then... Senses confirmed it. Before we stopped dealing in them, of course. Frowns at Iggy.
I'll you know what? No, I'm gonna be contrite about this. I will bow my head respectfully.
Do you have reason to believe he might be here? He could
Croc?
certainly
In
afford
Nirvana?
it. No,
I
this
think so.
building.
I think so. That's what I have going for me.
Well, that's interesting.
Nod. And then go. Also, there was a couple other things that were said. Something about vamps and kitties.
His face turns a little bit steely. Yes, the vampires.
You don't mean literal vampires, right?
I do.
Spiders. He coughs.
There are several of them. They are a worry to us, though their territory is predominantly in Meilong, and we do not cross paths with them often.
Cool.
Are they like predators? Like, do they hurt people? Or do they just, hang out at blood banks?
A bit of this and a bit of that. As I understand it, half their members are not vampires, but wish to be, and therefore are more than willing to donate their own blood to the higher-ups.
Holy shit, Nirvana is like the perfect place for vampires. That is terrifying.
All the underground, yeah.
All the underground.
Never have to look at daylight.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
wonder how
gonna-
they do in grow rooms though.
We'll have to
That's not-
experiment.
That's not going to terrify my dreams for months. And the kitties?
I do not know anything about them other than that they should be feared.
Uh-huh. She says, like, taking more notes.
People have looked into them, and people have died. Several years ago, there was a rather large movement. The poison pills, they were calling themselves so playfully. The 80s were a strange time. They went up against the kitties just a couple of years ago, and then they were gone.
Like, the gang overall?
Just disappeared overnight.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Well,
Anything else we should be aware of as being out there? Just, since we were pretty in the dark about secretive murderous gang and literal vampires.
He sucks his lips. He's like, probably.
Come on. I feel like we've shown our ability to work well with each other, haven't we?
He nods. Definitely. I'm just struggling to think what might be pertinent at the moment.
any other, like, scary gangs that we should know about?
Only one, quite new. I think they're calling themselves Stylers. But
Okay.
Like you would dial a phone.
no, like how?
Like the soap.
What is soap?
We only use 3 seashells here.
No, stylus. The 3 seashells. You don't know how to use the 3 seashells, bro.
He doesn't know how to use the 3 seashells.
Warren numbnuts.
Oh, stylers. Okay.
Stylers. It's like they've got style. They've not just got style, they make style. They are the stylers.
I'm too sexy. I'm too sexy.
Right, said Fred can suck it, the dumb bastards.
And any other Hollywood 1940s Hollywood monsters we should worry about? Like vampires?
All of them. Probably.
Great.
Magic is real. Did you know this? It is rare, but we hear it is resurging.
I met a fairy.
Snaps his head. Where? Not on the island, surely.
Not. No.
Good.
Nearby.
That is worrying. Was there only one? Or many?
Just one that I know of.
There have been many fairies on the island before. They precipitate bad events.
This one wants to steal a baby.
Most do.
Like Fairy 101, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually, Lily took occultism in this specifically.
Specialized occultism to fairies. Cool.
I think so. I think I took that. Check this one. But yeah.
I think if
All
you
right. Well,
if you do that, does it drop it a difficulty level? I can't
It
remember.
does.
It does. But then you're at like a -3 to default to not specialized to fairies.
Like vampires.
Like vampires. We.
Oh, we're gonna have a movie marathon. It's a Saturday night, right?
yeah.
It is a
when
Saturday
we
night.
discovered vampires are real. We're definitely gonna take care of that situation.
Out of character. I love the idea of you arranging it, but not telling us why.
Yeah, that is exactly what we're doing.
Well, you still have my burner, right, guys?
Nod. You've given me a thought. He
Oh.
barks some Japanese at his mate. He's like, Oi, bakayero, konayero. Hayaku. Nandamo. And he comes back with a big box full of sensi discs. As we are not dealing in these anymore, this is a major source of our information. Much of what I know and told you now has come from these discs. Recovered from those other teams, as they are. You may find more information on them if you are willing to trawl through so many hours of sensi.
I got a lady for that.
God grant her mercy.
I really appreciate you taking the time and being so open about this. I don't want this friendship to feel one-sided, so you know that if something comes up that we can help you with, you need only ask, right?
Nods. Thank
All right,
you.
cool.
Excellent. Deep bow.
Return it, go slightly deeper.
Cool.
I'll throw a wink to the empty spot of the room
Where the
where
cheese.
the invisible lady was.
Yep. What's your IQ? Oh, never mind.
IQ.
You got it. Yeah, you wink at the right place. Your intuition tells you where she is.
Oh yeah. All right, cool. So I'm gonna go to Nirvana Busters and rent all of the vampire movies that I can find. We're gonna start with that Catherine Bigelow one that nobody likes.
Catherine Bigelow. Is Queen of the Damned? No.
What? No, with
I don't know
Bill
who Catherine Bigelow is.
Paxton and Lance Hendrickson.
I do not know this movie. Oh well.
Near Dark?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Just watch all the. Oh God. Never mind. Words
This is a very
fail
deep
me.
hole that we should not explore.
Absolutely not. I agree. How's Sigrid's Saturday morning been? Did you go and bunk up wee Hannah, Sigrid, after that fight last night?
Eh, You know, I think with the vacation coming to an end and all that, I think Sigurd's actually gonna go to the workshop and just pound out, get some chores done, some shells made, that kind of thing.
Get down to some choring.
Yeah,
Do some good choring. Aye, all right.
get caught up, make sure all our gear's in good condition, that kind of stuff.
Audrey, first day of June, surfing.
Yeah, definitely. Although, when she hears about the movie, she's looking forward to that tonight. But
Violet.
yeah, uh, they're up to their regular stuff. Violet does a lot of surfing. Audrey's still probably stupid busy with the internship, even on Saturday.
Lucius.
I think first I'm gonna go back to the place that we have been last night. I want to check if everything's alright, if anybody got any information. My job in the very morning.
Yeah. You got plenty of time for it. It seems that a bunch of people have gone missing. Staff who were meant to be working last night. It must have been well orchestrated, and there's definitely parties involved that they're still not aware of. Mawson's not in critical condition, but he is going to be in hospital for a few more days.
Okay. I'll put search warrants for all those people and make sure to increase or recall any security officers to boost our numbers and make sure to get a hold on those missing people and see if they're fine.
Have you got some kind of... Oh, give me your professional skill. Yeah, there you
Investigation or leadership?
go. Give me both.
I love it. Filling in while your mentor's down.
Look at that. You crush it. People actually take your orders and start doing it.
Okay,
And can you also just roll me 3d6, please?
sure.
Uh-huh. Achieved. Goals achieved.
I guess since things are getting a little bit dangerous, do I need to go or talk to the armorer for if I need to request like a gun?
Yeah, you would.
Okay, I'll go do that and just request like the ammunition on the clip and just another spare, just in case. Because of the terrorists, I'm pretty sure they might be more, and that makes me uneasy.
It takes a little while. Like, he is very suspicious and is like, because he's seen you just about every other day.
Mm-hmm.
But then you hand him this gun request, and he like sends it up, and sends it up, and sends it up, and then the person who's about to send it up sees that it'd go to Jack Mawson and sees that it's for you, and just approves it.
Okay. He's gonna thank you for that, and he's just gonna nod as to say, "These are just how do you call those special circumstances over extended circumstances?"
Extenuating circumstances.
Thank you. Extenuating circumstances. So basically, he doesn't want to be defenseless.
I agree. I certainly agree. Rogers, Davidson, Monk, some other non-Western sounding names. They're all still missing.
Okay, he is going to get on that. He's going to be on that until midday.
Cool. So yeah, afternoon glides by. Like I said, slow news day. About most exciting thing is a fire station across the street from Dunning Medical's got brand new fire engines. That, yeah. So the
That's
evening.
the second time he's mentioned that, so that's definitely a Chekhov's fire engine, right?
A what?
Like Chekhov's gun.
I don't know who Chekhov is, but
Not yet, but yes. Especially because he doesn't know.
I guess. Okay, you're getting a link.
I'm
But
sure.
we'll keep going.
Yeah. I fucked up. Once we're enough. Go easy on
No, no, not at all. That's actually that's good because we have no idea why it's significant. Now we'll go, oh, that's what it mattered.
Ooh, oh, my lungs. My brain. Ooh, movie night. Movie night's fun.
So would Sigrid have actually seen vampire movies before, or is that not her genre?
At least a couple, I'm sure.
No,
She's into like death metal. Somebody had to show her horror movies.
yeah.
Sigrid's like been watching, nerd films like Christopher Lee and Dracula from the 70s, Hammer Horror. And then you show her
So
this stuff with special effects.
Awesome.
Yeah, but you show her the special effects, and most of them are so wrong that she can't get around it because, like, she's actually been the monster tearing people in half.
Yeah, that's true. Blade's got to be pretty comical when you've bladed people.
Yeah.
Making drinking games out of it.
Every time
That's
Sigrid
wrong.
laughs,
Take a shot. That's wrong. Take a shot.
Every time they forget to have the spleen or whatever fall out, take a shot.
Too few
Nobody
goods.
wants to play this particular drinking game with Sigrid.
No.
Like, you don't want to play drinking games with Sigrid.
He is sitting on one of the couches with some sandpaper and a whole bunch of his grenade launcher rounds that are the wooden baton ones. It's slowly like making the ends pointy as he sits there.
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. So if we fight vampires, maybe I put wood spike on end of axe.
Or I can cap it in silver.
Well, we haven't actually told you why we're watching these yet. I think by the
yeah.
when the movie night is over, we're gonna be like, and vampires are real.
Oh. That's not good.
It's weirdly not surprising. Like,
I mean,
what about werewolves?
We didn't. He said probably.
Because werewolves have always bothered me more than vampires.
But yeah,
It's
we
not
just
weird.
found that out today, and apparently they're rampant on Nirvana and control the south side.
South side.
Milong. You said they were in Milong, right?
Yeah.
Now,
Uh,
Saide!
I was just doing that.
So, like, how much are they like the movies?
You brought that big box of Sensies.
Oh yeah,
we
right.
do have these, and I'm gonna like slide them across the table. They're information from our Yakuza friends. I don't want to watch them.
There's only one place for movie night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Hannah's totally here.
Roger that. Personal
Oh, she's
acquaintances.
girl.
Roger that.
I feel pretty strongly that, like, Hannah knows absolutely everything that's up, so, like, Hannah has to think the fact that Sigrid is doing both being a legitimate superhero and still an illegal vigilante.
Oh, I see. So Hannah's cued in.
Yeah, Hannah knows about both ends.
Rightio, you've queued Hannah in fairly quick. Wonder how everyone else feels about that. Does Lucius show up to movie night at all after his very busy day of work?
Yeah, he will. But he, well, I would like.
Vampire
He
flicks sound like a Lara movie thing.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Laura
a
will.
lot.
If Laura catches wind of it, she will want to come. I think Lucius probably
Oh.
doesn't text you. Do you text Lily back at all?
I didn't hear about the text. Sorry, I missed it. But yeah, if he gets a text, he's gonna reply, "Yeah, I'll get Laura, and we'll be there." I just gotta meet. I just gotta check on Morrison before that. So he's gonna be a little bit late, and he's gonna send a message to Laura so that she goes up ahead before him.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
Laura will arrive. Like, I've not seen Lucius all day, but we had just the wildest night last night. Oh my god. Like, oh my god. And she, like, acts like a Gale from Letterkenny's.
Right.
She rubs her hips, sways around, makes thrusting motions as she says, like, that boy was so good last night.
Boy, those I would blame this on the pregnancy hormones, but she weren't like this before she got pregnant.
And then she sits on the couch in that Mary Jane pose, the one that got memed when it came out, where she's sat on the couch with like one foot underneath the thigh, holding a cup of coffee between her legs. I don't know if you know this picture of Mary
And
Jane.
shoving her breasts out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sits like that one pose. And totally enjoys the vampire movies. And then I'm sure Lucius shows up at some point, chewing his gum.
So at some point between movies, Audrey is going to try to squeeze in a word with Lily. Maybe like when getting snacks or something downstairs.
Yeah, sure.
Hey Lily, are we okay? She says.
I don't know, are we?
I mean, I thought we were, but I kind of get the impression you're mad at me.
Well, we always were supposed to be truthful with each other.
She sort of does the and motion with her hand.
And she does and we were supposed to be truthful with each other about ourselves.
If you think you... Am I lying to you about something?
Who the hell is Violet?
My alter ego.
No, she is not.
I mean, she is.
I see her bouncing around all over the island while you are still you.
Right? I mean, it wouldn't be a good alter ego if, like, we were never both... How do alibis work?
It's like,
Oh, I know from that show. They. Oh.
Sigrid's
you're in a
walks
room.
downstairs and
No,
opens.
go
yeah.
for it.
Walk through it.
That's
Yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's perfect.
it's from that crime show. It's it's somebody says that you were there with them. And then yeah, Sigurd grabs like alcohol and something from the fridge,
Good
And
lord.
then just pisses off.
and then just pieces off. Yeah, she probably just
Sigurd.
takes a giant pile of food and drinks and like heads back up.
There's an helicopter going past outside, like, low enough to rattle me windows out. I wish people had stopped getting the Sens injured on Peak District. Idiots. Always fly 'em right here. Alright, I think it's gone. Good.
I mean, I haven't explained how I do it, but I thought I was pretty clear that I was going to set up, like, another person to take take the heat, like to be my superhero ego, right?
Yeah, usually it's changing costumes and stuff. Like, you have another person walking around.
Right?
And, ugh. Alright, how the hell are you doing that?
I'm a mentalist, remember?
Yeah, but did you, like, reprogram some poor schmuck?
God, no. No. But I can do an awful lot of stuff with a blank slate.
So you made a new person?
Kinda?
And you don't think this is information worthy for us to have?
I mean, not really. Most people find it kind of creepy what I do.
I mean, we all do creepy things. It's just I don't feel respected here. Look, if you're not telling us things like this, how do I even know that you're not like an actual spy like Mr. Old Pants says you are?
I mean, in some ways I am. Like, I'm here to learn technology and, like, become a part of your society. Like, that's my ulterior motive. And I am doing stuff that you guys don't know about. Like, we do that, right?
Frowns. It starts to open her mouth, but then realizes she created a whole secret organization and enlisted Sigurd without anyone's knowledge, so she shuts her damn mouth.
I mean, the stuff I'm doing aren't explicitly secrets from you guys, but I don't tell you everything. But, like, do you need to know everything?
I don't know. This time travel shit messed with me, and not trusting everyone. Like, it's a lot.
I mean, I can tell you more about Violet if you want, but, like,
I mean, not tonight, but it would be appreciated.
Sure. But, like, a lot of it is so that, like, part of the alibi thing is so that you guys don't, like, I don't want you guys to have to lie for me. But, like, if you want to know, you can know. Sorry, I didn't give you the option.
Just keep us in the loop. Like, I tell you guys almost everything.
I mean, I haven't really talked to you, like, really, in a while. Like, you've been pretty distant.
I mean, it's
But-
the thing that happened with you, and also ever since we got back from the future, like, things have gotten worse.
She nods in agreement.
No, I mean, like, I can't sleep. There's my scar has been bleeding more often.
Are you still having the nightmares?
I always have the nightmares, but they've been getting worse. I probably sleep about maybe 2 to 3 hours a night if I'm lucky.
She looks sympathetic, but not sure what to do.
It's not your fault. I think you just pissed me off because you weren't telling me things.
I'm sorry?
Whatever. We can.
Yeah, let's go see the movies. But if your moms don't have any leads on the nightmare stuff, though, let me know.
Yeah, I had other ideas, but I don't want to do them.
And I mean, definitely, like, this, my stuff is pretty extreme, but, like, I might be able to just turn them off.
No, my thing is weirder, but let's get back to the movies.
Yeah, all right, sure. I think someone's destroying my bathroom.
There we go.
I-
It only
I
just
need to
showed
go.
up. Bathroom senses tingling. Oh yeah, that's way better. So much better. Ah.
Not vampire movies. Are we gonna actually watch the Sensi things on this?
No, we're not watching them. I mean, look, they came straight from the Yakuza's secret stash. I don't know if these are let's watch them and have a good old time kind of stuff. Right, Guy?
Can I just say for a minute that I am incredibly surprised that they actually did stop selling those just because I asked them to?
That we know of.
That we know of,
same.
but yeah. Honestly, I kind of brought these in the hopes that you would be willing to go through them, Audrey, since you were able to do it last time, and I could not handle it.
Sure. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I know it's a lot to
I can take a
ask.
look.
There's a way
I
you
mean, unless
can.
Lucius wants to dig into it as well.
There's a way you can very easily narrow down the search for their Gi.
Oh,
Serendipity.
yeah, duh.
You always forget you have that.
I do. All right, so I'll reach into the pile and grab the one that she needs and toss it to her.
Yep.
Do you have a player?
No, don't you have like a brain thing?
I pulled the one out of my purse that Ulfried gave me.
Thanks. The player has a little plug thing that comes out. But you would probably note that she doesn't actually plug in anything. She just holds the player.
Fancy.
I also love the fact that my purse is probably just a shit ton of cell phones, one magic mint, and like random stolen tech gadgets, and then dead mice.
What a lovely collection.
I guess while they're watching movies, Lucius pops another gum on his mouth and he just chews with a smile. He offers one to Laura. It's probably one of those rainbow looking gums that are sugar filled.
Oh yeah. It's like an Ultratech one. It it wubs rainbow colours and it turns your tongue rainbow coloured.
Yeah, he's just enjoying the movie.
Yeah.
With Laura.
Laura blows rainbow bubbles. Lucy's probably be giggling a bit like a little schoolgirl occasionally.
Well, vampires movies are fun.
It's true. And yeah,
So I
Audrey,
figure Audrey is watching her movie while other people are watching their movie.
your movie is a good one, Audrey. It is a bit spooky. It's seems to be a roughly 40-minute long extended metal music video recorded from several viewpoints smashed together at various points of people donating blood to vampires. It is very Blade nightclub in the abattoir.
Like direct from the vein or like hygienic style?
Oh, there's nothing hygienic about this process that you can see. There's lots of Rob Zombie in House of a Thousand Corpses looking dudes with the shirts off, just dripping blood from the wrists. A fair few very attractive women with a lot of blood at the corners of the mouths. And a couple of extreme douchebag looking yuppies with blood at the corner of the mouths.
She'll do her best not to be squeamish.
As far as you can tell, it's real. No one
Oh,
seems to
fuck.
die in it.
Okay, but it is a reasonable survey of them feeding.
Yeah. And it seems to be in some kind of windowless room that's only got a couple of entrances that most are its set.
Audrey will take some screenshots selectively so that she can show people stuff without the extreme exposure.
Ooh, roll me. You've actually got these skills. Like,
I might.
like either some kind of drugs savoir faire or your herbalism thing.
Sure. Sorry, character taking a little bit to open.
No worries. Because the main reason I ask is most of the viewpoints are highly off the tits on something.
Right, right.
And you're not sure exactly where it is. It seems to have, like, you can pin down a couple of the feelings. You know, it's like this, and it feels very similar to that.
But it's some kind of designer or custom drug.
Yeah, it must be something else because it involves both of them, and
Oh, that's cool.
it's just it feels pretty good. You would like to try this drug, or at least know where it came from.
All right. By the end of the movie that you guys are watching, Audrey's not looking super great.
Audrey, you okay?
No, but I mean, yes, yeah, I'm okay.
Like that
Just-
girl looks like me after my 6 hours with Lucius last night.
Oh
Holy
my god,
shit,
would you
Lucius,
please
are you
shut?
eating like oysters or something? No, Lily legitimately asked that when she says 6 hours.
Malia's just staring, mouth open.
I think a lot of us wait for the answer.
He's just giggling and just blushing. And just turns to you guys and says, "She's really exaggerating."
I'm not sure she is. Good job.
I know you want to try for 6 hours next time.
Hannah's just like, bro, like, yeah, but fucking, it's gonna be try, not achieve.
I don't think my tongue could last that long.
Like, maybe if it was cheese enhanced, but no, that's a one-way ticket to a yeast infection.
It really is just about pacing. That's not the point. The point is, what was the point?
The point
That
is,
she's-
you look like shit, Audrey. You look like you just got railed. But not in
Well-
a good way.
Right. Point is, vampires aren't pleasant.
No, even watching these movies, they're really bad, you know.
Yeah. So like, Sigurd was right about her. Like, when Sigurd's rant with Blade, spot on. Like she nailed it. Like the blood doesn't spray like that. It sprayed. Yeah.
No.
But it looks like they have some kind of like concert thing they do where they drug people up and drink.
Well, great.
Here, here's some screenshots of the concert, not the bloodbath.
Oh, that looks
Lily-
sick, Hannah says.
Lily's gonna roll. Can I roll area knowledge?
Yeah.
Does Sigurd have
Sigurd-
like death metal bands or something?
Sigurd like leans into Hannah at this point, and she's like, "Yeah, it probably is, but as well, there are people eating, or they're vampires eating actual people there."
Weirdly, they weren't killing anybody.
I mean, why cut off a supply source?
Laura says something about the I almost said Maserati, but no, that's the type of car. But no, Laura says, like, the Maserati tribesmen, like, will cut a cow's vein to drink its blood as sustenance without hurting the cow much. Then Hannah's like, bro, I don't think they're called Maseratis.
Lucy's just gonna laugh at that.
What is Maserati?
Maserati's like a sick Italian sports car.
They can go up to 185 miles an hour.
That's pretty fast.
Also,
Ooh.
Guy, I know this doesn't bother you, but you're still
I might lose my
downstairs.
license.
Wait, what doesn't bother me? I'm sorry.
You're just downstairs.
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop.
Well, great. Those are. Oh, I made it by one, Luke.
Oh yeah, your area knowledge. The room does look familiar, but there are a shit ton of rooms in a few places on Nirvana that kind of look like that.
But I at least narrowed it down to a couple places.
Yeah, I'd say there's maybe 3 areas that you think that's probably in.
All right. well,
Does
then I-
Hannah have any insight to the venue?
She will look at these screenshots close, very close. She says, "Looks real familiar. Played 100 places like this, honestly, on the island. And then she'll say two places that she thinks it might be.
Do they have any correlation to the 3 that Lily has gleaned?
Both of them are indeed corresponding to 2 of the locations you thought of, Lily.
All right. Well, then I will stick some owls on it
Stick some owls on it. Cool.
if they want to.
That's right. I should check if they want to. Oh shit, they want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, well, so vampires are real. That's just one thing. Crocodile people, we've learned more about them. Just not a whole lot, but they are an actual gang that have territory, and they do indeed control the docks.
Wait, crocodile. That's that thing that Steve Irwin guy would wrestle.
Does wrestle.
Does wrestle.
Does wrestle.
I have a feeling that Steve Irwin is a metahuman in this universe and just talks to them politely.
Oh, yeah, he's also an Australian, which is not a
Oh,
convenient thing to be in
oh,
this
yeah.
universe.
Yes, that's right.
But luckily he was born a metahuman, and so he survived the nuclear apocalypse that beset Australia, and now he and his mutated crocodile friends are warlords of sorts.
I mean, he could be crocodile. He could be Billy Crocodile.
Crocodile is. G'day, mate. Crikey. Look at the size of this one.
But yes, they're indeed the crocodiles that we saw at the zoo, Sigrid.
Chi-chi.
Okay.
And
Broke
then,
himself.
to top it all off, apparently there is a gang that is so scary, they, a couple months ago, murdered or disappeared all of the poison pills.
Is that what happened to them?
Apparently. They're called Kitty, I think.
That doesn't really fill me with terror.
Yeah, not an ominous name, that.
That's what creeps me out.
That's true. If they're not trying hard, they don't have to.
But yeah, that's the info we got about all the gangs that are running around on the island right now.
Well, it seems we just should focus on what's important, starting with the crocodiles, right?
I mean, it depends. The vampires are pretty scary,
Yes,
and
but
we
we can
know
take down the
nothing about.
crocodiles before easier than those vampires.
We do have more information on the crocodiles.
Hmm.
But here's the problem. What are we gonna do about them? Because once you vacuum, or once you get rid of one, it makes a vacuum.
Yes.
I look at Cheese Girl to be like, right.
Like, yeah, people will probably just keep doing the same stuff if, like, we don't solve the root issues, which, like, I don't know, is just evil dickheads or something at this point. And vampires, like, what the fuck? Sure. Yeah. Risks a power vacuum? Like, you guys are friends with the Yakuza, and if they're not so unfriendly, like, maybe they could move in,
That's kind of what I was thinking.
but then you don't really want, like, a monopoly of Yakuza, because then they'll just, like, decide to start doing evil shit again if they're run by an evil guy, or
I
whatever.
mean, maybe if you just go after the worst one, and then eventually the ones that are around aren't that bad.
Like, yeah, I suppose. I mean, theoretically, power vacuum, but, like, we haven't tried it. Maybe eventually it's just a vacuum and there is no power except for what we have. She gets a Hulk fist out of Cheese as she says that. Big veiny Parmesan Hulk fist. It's harder.
I'll grab it and take a bite off of it.
Malia's just got a bunch of switchable advantages that are visible and nuisance effect and can be eaten and blocked and whatever.
I like it.
I like the hardened Parmesan DR best.
Well, yeah, and so that's the question. Do we want to? So, I think these are our problem children right here. Like, the Americans are going to be dealt with the higher ups at this point, and the time shenanigans have come to an end, right, Guy? Please say they've come to an end.
He like shrugs.
The time cops that did shit against us were rogues, so I don't think that group is gonna try again.
Like, my thing was a one-way trip. I'm taking the long way back, with a couple, brief detours here and there.
Okay, so yeah, I think we should let the big guys play things out and, do and focus in on helping Nirvana.
This one's sleepy. And then Malia goes like, it's contagious. We're going to bed. But, like, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Like, Lily, we've got to go for dinner at your mum's apartment. Sigrid, you'll be there, right?
Yeah, probably.
Cool. So, like, see you tomorrow, Sigrid. See you soon, you guys. Like, even if we wanted to do something tomorrow evening, like, let me know. Let Lily know. I don't know. Like, I'm hyped to fight some bad guys. Get as famous as you losers.
I mean, her
Lily.
numbers have gone up since the TV commercials, right?
It's true, but she's had a taste of it and she needs more.
How's the Sigurd ranking going?
Still one.
Still number one.
Okay.
There are a couple of people close to you. One of them being Lily.
Okay.
And what's his face?
Very specific.
Yeah.
The metal guy?
Shiny guy. Aye. Shiny guy is like solid number 2.
Okay.
But
I
not
don't
really in a
trust that.
position to overtake you. Don't trust him. Is it something to do with his no features and voice that sounds like a weird bell?
Yeah, Sigurd's
don't
more
know.
personable.
Well,
She definitely has a force of personality.
All right, I'll catch up with you later, hun.
I'll take that.
anyone
I have
else?
one more place I want to go.
Oh, go on, be quick, because I wanted to end this night and then run and empty my bladder.
Oh, I was gonna stalk into oh shit, what's his name? Fireboy and Ice Boy.
Okay, Phil and Tom's. Is it Tom?
Yeah, but
Dan.
I
Phil
don't
and
remember.
Dan's.
Yeah,
Phil and Dan. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to go to the bathroom, if you call it a quick fiver,
No,
first,
yeah.
that's fine.
Anyone else got a final scene before they leave Audrey's? Or is anyone staying at Audrey's for the night if Audrey allows it?
Audrey's staying at Audrey's.
Does Audrey allow use of the guest bed?
Yeah, sure.
Sigurd and Hannah go break it.
Oh, destroyed.
Lucius and Lara will head back home. They will be thankful for the invitation, but will have to step back.
Cool.
When they come back next time, they'll discover that it's a new bed, but it takes a little while to discover.
Oh, I feel like Sigurd's a carpenter. She fixes it.
It just shows up with a new bed.
Nice.
Sigurd
just
shows up
shows
with a
up with
bunch
a
of
new
wood.
Yeah.
Sorry about the bed. I brought you a new one.
It's how you say flat pack, like from TV, but Sigurd's just bought some wood and nails and comes over with a saw and a hammer. Alright then. And I'm guessing Guy goes and does his thing.
He goes and does his thing, which is making wooden stake grenade launcher rounds.
It's kind of soothing, honestly.
Actually, I've got a whole bunch of shotgun slugs that I think Sigurd needs to make into
Oh yeah,
spikes
he's
as
making
well.
them for Sigurd too.
Okay. Nice.
Alright,
But yes, quick break.
we'll be back in 5 minutes-ish. We're back. I should have cleared my throat before we came back. My bad. So, you had a lovely movie night. It is now Sunday.
I wanted to pop by.
Oh,
late
yeah, you
at
did.
Night on
Correct.
to Phil's place.
You go to Phil's house. Phil, I believe, lives in Langdama these days.
Oh, he moved. Nice.
Only
Is he
recently.
above ground or still below ground?
Him and Dan moved out. They are still below ground. Above ground, too expensive. Way too. What's his name?
Awesome.
Is he a university friend? Yeah. Not that he goes to university. Unless it's to sell drugs.
I remember he was getting his business degree.
Oh, yeah. String a bell in it. Going to business classes.
But yeah, I mean, it's like probably midnight, but she just bamps into their new place.
You don't
Potted plant.
say that you go in, you just appear?
Yeah, that's her MO, and she has a potted plant.
Straight into the living room?
Yeah, I mean, I'll make sure they're not doing anything to each other. But
Just
yeah.
watching TV? Smoking weed?
Bam!
Motherfucker! Like, Lily, what the fuck?
I brought you a plant.
Thanks, I suppose. Like, what time is it?
Midnight 30.
Ugh. At least it's Saturday. What are you doing here? Feels like you want a drink?
Yes, please.
Beer or backpack?
Backpack.
He didn't go for his backpack. He reaches down for a bottle that's on floor next to sofa. Pours you out a glass of the clear liquid.
she'll hit it and do that ah!
Strong.
thing. No, that you do.
Yeah. You don't even sense yourself swallowing anything. It's like all absorbed by the tongue.
Hey, yeah. So, brought you the plant as a welcome to the neighbor or your new place. Sorry I didn't get here sooner. But also, I was wondering about something.
Yep. How much you need?
You worked. Oh yeah, sure. I'll take. She'll like go and like point at a full on
Yeah.
a lot of pot. Or actually no, she'll buy. Or he has the best mushrooms. She'll take some mushrooms. And then go. But no, also on top of that, I was wondering. I heard the pills dropped off the face of the planet a couple months ago.
Yeah, maybe. I hadn't heard from him. They went against. They were gonna take down kitties.
Kitties, I haven't heard much about them. You have anything? Take another hit of the shot of the drink.
Weirdos. They've claimed a bunch of places everywhere, essentially. Tags popping up all over the place. Don't know what they fucking doing though. No word or any of them selling anything. They just taking people out, it seems. Shrug.
Huh. Weird.
Very creepy. Don't get involved with that shit.
Kind of comes with the territory now. You've seen the TV commercials.
Yeah.
Start rolling up a joint.
They
That's
are
obviously next to the table.
super lame.
Comes with the job as well.
Very USA.
Fuck that. I'm not. No. Not Americans. Not one of those fascist bastards.
Good, he says.
But, hey, like, listen, if you had to say who was the worst group around, like, if we had to deal with one of these assholes, like the Crocs or, Kitty or the Vamps or whatever, who would you say we should deal with?
I'd leave them all well alone. All three of those groups are fucked up.
It's the worst, though.
Don't know shit about kitties, but I feel like they're gonna be the worst. Between Crocs and Vamps? Vamps mostly want it. They're just a bunch of freaks. And monsters. Maybe. I don't know. Some kind of Blade fandom.
No, they're real vampires, dude. Watched this. We got some intel, some sensies. They actually drew the drink into the blood, have the fangs and everything.
You got a jack?
Oh, I don't have a jack.
Oh.
I got the hairnet. Not invented yet.
The fuck does that mean?
Time travel, my friend, time travel.
Bullshit.
Sigurd's my great-granddaughter.
Bullshit.
I have a DNA result to prove it. Anyway, what about Crocs?
Yeah. They're the scary ones, for sure. They're like, exploiting people.
How do you mean?
Well, that's how they run the racket. Do what we say or we kill you.
She'll nod and hand him like a couple hundred Nova for the bag of mushrooms.
Your big
Yeah,
bag of mushrooms.
Overpays as well.
Big tip for Phil. He likes that.
Slide it in her pocket and go. Well, thanks, man. Enjoy the aloe vera, and we're kind of neighbors now. You should come over to my place sometime. Just holler at me and I'll bamf you over.
Okay. Let me know next time you need something, and yeah, I'll come to you.
Nods. Later, bro.
Dan just like waves half-heartedly at you, with his eyes barely open.
Bye, Dan.
Do you bamf straight home?
Wherever Cheese Girl and I were supposed to meet up. But yes.
I figure that's your new place.
Yeah.
And, yeah, you take a cloud of weed smoke with you.
And the joint. And hand it to her as soon as I get there. And that's me.
Cool. Anyone else, any activities for Saturday night?
Same day or the next one?
No.
It's like midnight.
That was movie night.
on
Yeah.
movie
Ah,
night.
okay.
So, Sunday will roll around. Sigrid and Lily are due to be eating supper. Well, not supper. Sunday dinner. Probably served around 4 p.m.-ish. Big spread at the penthouse. Mila would say, feel free to invite some friends over, Lily. Like Audrey or Sigrid, your PR Violet, she's always welcome.
Yeah, we should invite both of them.
Yeah, we should.
I don't know why you said it so arch, but yes, that more the merrier.
I call Violet.
Oh.
Is that good?
You should also. Oh, sorry.
Hey,
Go ahead.
hey, Violet. You should come to our house tonight. Dinner, big dinner.
Sure.
Artsy.
Sounds like fun.
Awesome. See you there, Violet.
I call Audrey immediately after.
Hello?
Hey, Audrey. Mom
Uh-huh.
invited you over for dinner tonight. You should show up.
Is this you punishing me?
What? No, they literally invited you over by name.
Uh-huh. Sounds like fun. I'll be there.
And then, of course, Cheese Girl gets invited because she likes Frankie parties. And
Obviously, Hannah.
yeah, and then the rest of the gang. Oh, and we'll invite everyone that was pretty much there yesterday over.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Also,
A big continuation of last scene.
Also, let Mom go baby crazy over someone that isn't me.
True.
Oh yeah, like oh my God, Laura, you're so young, but I'm so happy for you. Honestly, I'm so jealous. I've always wanted to be pregnant.
So when are you due?
Like, I forget. I totally should have written it on the map page so we could remember this. Totally gonna do it now. Does anyone like remember how long ago it was?
6 months. I think she was 6 months last.
6 months sounds too much. I think maybe only 3 months.
Oh, yeah, it's like 3 months. Yeah, you're right.
June, April, March, February. Yeah, February-ish was when the baby was conceived. So
Okay. Write that shit down.
baby due in October.
Ooh, Halloween baby.
Ooh, Halloween, baby, Halloween.
Seems appropriate given who is taking possession.
Yep.
Actually, speaking of that, Luke, at dinner, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Mom, do you mind if I use some of the hours, our lawyer hours? I need a contract looked at
Like for the internship or something?
for something."
All right, Miss Sneaky Arch. Yes, sure, go ahead. Try not to spend too much.
Mhm.
One day you're coming off my retainer, though, young lady.
Yeah, sure. She says, knowing that's never happening.
Sorry,
Yes,
there we go.
dinner.
What size does it need to be? 40! No one gives a shit about Matthias's physical age. Get down to the bottom of the list.
So does Violet and Audrey show up, or which one is it?
I mean, they both show. Audrey shows first. Violet, Audrey is on time. Violet runs late.
Is every like Mila and Ray are just like, why is everyone being so creepy?
Beats me, says Violet, because everyone's looking at her weird.
Also, Audrey weird.
Except Lily now.
I suspect Lily is also looking at them weird, but more of a smirking weird.
Yeah, totally. Actually, she's trying to play it cool. Let's see.
Yeah, but she's not good at that.
She's okay at it.
Fair.
A lot of 11s there.
It's good to be
Like-
consistent, right?
You're
But yeah, they both show up. Put side by side, they're similar, but not the same. Violet is definitely more of a sort of a rockabilly vibe, whereas Audrey's a lot more corporate, like clean cut type stuff. Different mannerisms, similar but different at least. They also don't seem to get along very well.
Laura and Lucius, you're invited, and obviously you've come and arrived because we've already talked about this. Do you go straight up to there, or do you stop to visit Mawson on the way, or do you duck out to visit him, or do you just ignore him?
No. I tell Laura to go on. I'll be on my way. I'm just gonna visit Morrison before I head over.
Uh-huh.
Just make sure.
Your phone starts ringing, Lucius, like pretty much as soon as you start walking away.
After Laura goes out of the way, out of the side, he answers.
Oh, Lucius, thank fuck. This is Simon's. Look, we've received some very credible threats. Where are you right now? Are you safe?
Yes. I was about to see Morrison. What's the problem?
Oh God, you're at Dunning Tower.
Yes.
Stay safe. We've received a threat that something big is going to go down today.
Oh, really?
We're going to be on our way shortly. Stay put. Keep your eyes peeled for anything out of the ordinary. I'll be there in 5 minutes at the most.
Do you know where? Do you know anything? What was the threat?
Several news organisations on the island and all the surf placements have received a message of sorts containing certain information, threatening certain people.
Okay.
Do you know where Lily and Sigrid are?
We're having dinner, so they should be at the tower. Also, just let me know how the report goes. I'll make sure that Morrison is fine. Keep me in touch.
Yeah, same. See you soon. Click.
And he's gonna go to see Morrison.
All right.
Not sure if you want to leave that part for last.
Yeah, so Lily and no, Lily and Sigrid, both of your phones start ringing.
She picks up.
Bloop.
So it's Simon's talking to you, Lily. He says, Lily, where are you? Are you at Dunning Tower? I've just spoken to Lucius.
Yeah.
There's a very credible threat that something's going to go down. We've received a message from an anonymous source. It's a concealed face and video. But they say that today in... you hear him look at his watch over the phone. In less than 5 minutes, they're going to bomb the tower. We just received this message. I'm sorry I couldn't call you quicker.
Okay. Thanks. And then there's a call out over the Owlverse.
Yeah. And I assume Sigrid gets told something very similar.
Yeah, they ask for your position. Sigrid, this is Special Operations Officer Dickskin. How can I help you? Wait, no.
You call me.
Right, yeah, that's right. Sigrid, where are you? Stay put. Okay. Going once.
I at Dunning Tower.
Perfect. We're en route. Be careful. Someone's threatened your life. We know that's not possible. Good luck.
Okay. I think Sigrid walks to her room and comes out with a giant duffel bag and rolls
You
it
must
out.
switch this to the tower.
Hmm?
Can you switch
The
this to
map?
tower?
Oh, yeah, the penthouse.
Yeah.
Perp, 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 perp.
Yeah, Sigrid just laser gear out on the table, puts her armor on and starts loading a shotgun and looks at Guy and everybody else.
Should we be
Yeah.
worried?
Guy has a
Bomb
pistol
threat.
in his hand suddenly.
Bomb threat, and there's, like I said, Owl Patrol. Anyone in range is getting called.
Woohoo!
Violet, you have hockey stick?
Yep. She pats her belt, and it wasn't there a second ago, but you see it.
Mom? Mom,
Yeah.
Oma?
Yep,
Panic room.
I'm on it. Let me hit the alarms. They're all in the panic room. I'm sure. Is there panic room?
There has to be.
Yeah, let's assume it's...
You've mentioned it before.
Honestly, I would almost assume this is the panic room somehow.
Ooh.
Same, actually. I did assume that was the panic room when I first saw this layout.
Yeah, no, that's pretty...
It's a library, but there's also probably a button you push a hidden button somewhere that turns it into the panic room.
And suddenly it is a room that is steel that fills with foam if it starts to fall.
You're...
All the pulp novels go in there, not the good ones.
Is there actually a helicopter on the helipad?
Usually.
yeah, they will be.
Good to know.
So Lucius
Mm-hmm.
has, I don't think, got off at Mawson's floor.
Am I in an elevator?
Yeah, it's an elevator.
How many? I'm just gonna wait until the floor comes up. He's gonna start to sway from left and right, just humming until the floor comes up, kind of anxious.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, the door's open at your objective floor.
It looks like this. He skips and dances out of the elevator floor, singing It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a
And the alarm
fine
goes off.
day tomorrow.
The alarm does indeed start going off.
The door of the closet opens, and he grabs a rag, an oil rag. He puts it nearby a place that is very flammable,
Let me set the
and
scene
lights.
a little bit better.
Okay.
So as you walked out of the elevator and were skipping along, there's kids, sick-looking kids, knocking about. It seems that Lucius has got out on the children's ward for whatever reason. Mawson didn't ought to be here. And the alarm goes off, and suddenly the nurses and doctors look rather scared as Lucius continues to skip and sing happily towards the supply closet. People start kind of hustling and moving about around him, but he makes a beeline straight to that supply closet, which, as you say, you open, pull out a rag, put it near some oxygen cylinders, maybe.
And light up a cigarette and just lightly light it up. Close the closet and walk towards the fire alarm as I dial to Lily and call her.
Your phone starts ringing, Lily. Once
Grab
again.
it as the owls start pouring in.
Yep, lots of owls are already landing on the veranda.
I put my hand on the fire alarm as I say, Lily, it was a lovely pleasure to spend those days with you and your friends. Sadly, it's about time I head off. I'm gonna have to leave your little puppet friend for now. Of course, I just wanted to let you know that it was a wonderful experience, and I'm just gonna enjoy putting his and all these people's dead in your hands. And he's gonna pull the alarm.
It's already going off.
Not the fire alarm,
Fire.
just the
Oh!
evacuation alarm. Lucius pulls the fire alarm,
He's
and
smiling wide from
Do I
face
got
from
eyes
cheek
on
to
him?
cheek.
you do, and an owl is perfectly placed at the window. You manage to see this as he pulls the fire alarm.
I
And
look at the owl with a smile, the biggest one Lucius could muster in his puppet-like face.
as he pulls it, he goes limp, collapses to the ground, and the sprinklers start through the window on that side. And then an instant later, there is a blast. The entire west face of the building on the 4th floor is shattered out into the street. You lose that owl's sight
Because it's dead.
because it's dead. There's a bit of a map here that it was so perfect until I realised it's a fucking vet's. So replace cages with, I don't know, incubators.
I mean, no, this is Dunning Tower. The hospital has cages.
This is cages for the kids.
There's the exotic ward.
Yeah, the exotic ward
Exactly.
for the snake babies, you know?
Oh, and all of these particular sections for boarding.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm dumb. Luxury boarding.
Lucius just fucking blew up the building.
Correct. From what you can see, it's Lucius pulled the fire alarm. So yeah. Let's get some people on this map, shall we? So
At least were the kids getting evacuated?
Yes, they were starting to get evacuated. You can't see if anyone's been killed or injured yet, but that floor is a mess. It is full of smoke. Owls can't see in from the outside at the minute. Whatever went off in there is huge. Like just a devastation. All the way from staff break to reception, and out to ultrasound.
It was
all
on the
that's gone?
whole floor. Like everything medical, it was placed. If it was like 1 floor, 2 floors down, it was also placed there.
So yeah,
Oh.
there is just fire pouring through and out of stairwells approaching that floor. Right
She
now.
starts yelling. Sigrid, Guy, get to floor. What floor is this?
Floor 4. Fourth floor.
Get on 4th floor. Oh, so super low.
Super low.
4th floor. I need you to pick up. I need you to do evac and rescue. Sigrid, healing duty.
Sigurd will like nod and
Yeah, you'll take off.
yeah.
It'll take me longer to get to the 4th floor than Sigurd probably.
Violet.
Yeah. So Sigurd's gonna pry open the elevator door and she's gonna try this again, just differently. She's gonna hook her axe around the cable and she's gonna
Okay.
use it to like slide down.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh, you're just gonna get yourself like a rope rash down to the bone on your thigh or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome.
So
As you prise it open, you smell smoke immediately. You all felt the shake below you, obviously.
Oh yeah.
And as you look down, you can see a glint of fire down at near the bottom of this shaft. Give me acrobatics, I suppose. Yeah. Very Cirque du Soleil in hell. Success by 4. Yeah, you hook on and start dropping. And indeed, you like cut through your jeans almost immediately, and then you're just like big burn on your thigh where the cable grinds against you.
Gonna need to get some shin pads, but I just found a quick way of getting down and not having to take like a minute and a half to unsplat.
Unsplat.
I'm still barking orders, by the way, or Lily's still barking orders.
Have you got leadership?
No, but she's still doing it.
Great.
Violet, Audrey, mental whammy patrol. Either Lucius just went psycho on us, or there's mind shenanigans happening.
Right. Violet will head for the stairwell as well.
Cheese
What are
girl.
What are the parents doing?
Hiding in a panic room?
Yeah, they've gone
Hiding
into
in
the
the
panic
panic
room.
Cool.
Cheese girl. Hannah, if you want. Outside evac and crowd control.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. They get on it. My mind was blanking for a second.
And then Lily is just trying to get any view from anything. She's just running constant sweeps through the owl network.
Give me a vision, please.
Straight up.
Straight up.
50-50.
You've got angles just about everywhere. There's so much smoke in there.
I probably don't see it. I made it on the nose.
You see bodies.
I will mental. Did Violet mental?
No, but Audrey did.
Okay, Audrey. I will relay locations to the rescue and healing team. There's probably coordination skill. This is leadership, right? Probably.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, what does that default to? IQ minus 3, 4?
Probably 5 or 6. Let me get there. Trait list. Skills.
IQ -5.
Minus
Thank
5.
you.
All right. I'm gonna fail, but not by a lot. Like, she's probably competent, but there's no bonuses happening.
Righty go.
This is a really tall building, right?
46 floors.
Yeah, you're on floor
Right, so, like-
46. That's on floor 4. Difference of 32. Probably 90 meters ish.
It's a lot of stairs.
It is a lot of stairs, and smoke is starting to pour up as you're going down there. Sigrid, give me another acrobatics. Are you trying to slow down, or you're probably
Yeah.
not going super fast anyway?
Yeah, but yeah, just to like slow down and probably dismount the rope at the 4th floor. Get a good enough footing to pry open the next door.
Exact same rope. So exact same rope, exact same roll. So you get down there. It looks like the lift must be above you. You think? Oh no, that's
It
not
was at
possible. You were at the top. So yeah,
She can always move to a different rope. There's probably multiple elevators in this shaft.
correct. Yeah, you've probably already you reach one elevator and then you can see that there's fire below that. So you jump across to the next one in the line and slide down that, and yes, you will make it to this floor. It's not got elevators on it. Maybe say these toilets next to meeting room are the elevators.
Or the boarding, any one of the boarding spaces.
Yeah, boarding didn't make sense. This kind of looks a bit elevatory.
Yeah.
And it's right next to the stairs as well.
Perfect.
I like indoor play.
Yeah, it's my eyes zoomed in because I was looking for hospital floor plans, and I saw indoor
No, I get it.
play and
It
surgery
works
one.
for the children's area.
But then I would
Grooming. Ha!
yeah.
Adoption.
I mean, this is kind of perfect for the Dunning Hospital.
Shame Lucius just done blew it up. And Guy, what was your method of getting down? I will take one
Stairs.
warp roll to like.
Yeah, you could warp down a flight, and then warp down a flight, and then warp down a flight.
That's true.
Lily does that all the time, but in much bigger jumps.
You could probably skip like
I can
a
skip
few.
that roll.
Yeah.
Especially if I take like 30 seconds. And is it one of those staircases where you can look down the gap in the middle
Yeah.
to see lower floors? Okay. Then yes.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I can warp 100 meters down. So actually, it doesn't take forever. Maybe 2 minutes to get all the way down to the 4th floor.
Uh-huh. Have either of you got gas masks?
No.
Do I need one?
It is very smoky as you warp and arrive there.
He puts on a gas mask.
Guy pulls out a gas mask and puts one on the sneaky bastard.
Although his pistol goes away.
Bye-bye, gun.
So Violet's also heading down the stairs, but she doesn't have warping, so she'll be much slower.
Mm-hmm. See you in a couple of weeks.
Exactly.
Sigrid will use a piece of whatever garment she's wearing, probably the pants that have been torn up, and tie it around her face.
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at hazards in basic set. So from heat, yep. And for it's probably under hazardous atmospheres, right? Page 436. Scroll, 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 scroll. Koi. 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 Alright. So yeah, Sigrid and Guy, you're pretty much walking out the stairs and the elevator shaft at the same time, I think. And Sigrid,
Correct.
immediately you will see a crying, crawling young boy on the floor in front of you. The ceiling is on fire.
Okay, yeah, Sigrid will, grab him and,
He screams as you lean down and pick him up. You can see
he's
he's
okay. He's okay.
covered in burns.
Oh, uh, you're not gonna like this kid. And then, yeah, she'll just, like,
You
arm
should just
off
start
and,
biting your tongue and like spitting on people.
Blood water gun.
no,
Where did you
honestly,
say the stairwell he was coming out was? Is it here?
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
I kind of like the idea that Sigrid just, like, lobs off an appendage and just drains the blood out of it.
Lots and lots of blood on the child.
Yeah, just, on the burns.
So both of you make HT checks for me, please. Straight up for heat. I'm not worried about smoke at this instant. You ballers. It is hot down here. You are in an oven.
And then, here's for the healing. So, yeah, do we even need to go through how much HP and expenditure?
No, the kid, like, you see, he shakes a bit. He doesn't even see that you're doing this because he's, screaming and in so much pain, but then he quietens down and kind of passes out after you bleed on him and you can see his wounds closing over.
Great. Pick him up and start moving towards the stairs.
Aye, aye.
All right, Luke.
Go on, sorry, Lily.
She is gonna start. Once she gets eyes on bodies and stuff, she is gonna start moving people,
Mm-hmm.
safe spaces. So once they get healed up, her job is basically bamf down there, get them to a different location, repeat process. So that's just what she's doing in the background. You can focus on everyone else.
Okay. Sorry, I was just
He
looking.
can't carry other people, so I guess he's finding people and then letting Lily know where they are so she can come grab them.
It's a good system.
Yeah.
That is a good system.
Actually, now that we got the system, I think Sigrid's just gonna go looking for people and healing them as she finds them.
Right.
Like, letting Lily know, hey, there's somebody here.
Do you want some rolls, or are we gonna actively roleplay firefighting scenario?
Some rolls, I think, at first. So, Sigrid, what can you...
Also, she'll play, but before she goes away, I am going to call in the action team.
Cool.
I'm gonna call in Knack.
Cool.
They'll probably take a minute to get here, but they will be called.
Summer will be able to get here quick, and yes, indeed.
It's group text, like, emergency, Dunning Tower, floor 4 through blah blah.
Mm-hmm. So, Sigrid, what kind of roles have you got, you think, that might... You're pretty much just doing grunt work, right?
Pretty much.
So, it's more about Sigrid persevering through flames. Give me a will check, please.
Probably search as well.
Yeah, oh, search is perfect. Search from Guy and Sigrid. That's stealth.
Yeah, I fail.
The fire does not see you.
Okay, so it would have been 10 versus perception. what? Yeah, Sigurd does not find anything.
You find lots of bodies, Guy, more than you can count. It's a horror show. But you're also finding people who are still alive and people who aren't too injured that have managed to, avoid fire. Give me
Success on the will, though.
a warp check, Lily. Sigrid, you run into fire to save children.
What are stats? Like, are these distance? What do you need from me?
Distances of like 20 yards. No preparation though, because you've got to like get kids out of fire quick.
Okay, and then removal, I assume second hand.
Or at least for every second that you're in the fire floor picking up a kid, I will need a HT check.
Oh my god!
Oof.
I don't do it.
You don't have drifting or out, do you?
I don't have drifting or anything. That was only one, but I don't know if that was supposed to be the group.
No, that's all right. So yeah, give me a HT check, please. 2 HT checks, in fact. No, just one. You'd have grabbed a gas mask from upstairs.
I mean, my helmet is
You
thing.
got your helmet on too.
I could grab it from my room. It's like, all right. Well, that sucked.
Okay, so you're all right on the temperature for now. Guy, you find Lucius looking in extremely bad shape. He would have been blown down this corridor by the explosion. He's like smoldering still.
All right, I'll grab him under the arms and start rolling him back.
Lucius, roll me a HT check, please.
Got it. I succeed by 2.
Okay, yeah, he's not dead. He is not dead, but he does not look good. Oh yeah, by the way, Lucius, you just roll in to live or die.
Yeah, I was not expecting anything less than that.
At least he's not bleeding. But
No, just burning.
Good point.
just burning. Does anyone try and extinguish any fires?
I mean, once the shenanigans get more insane, I'm gonna call the one who would actually be able to do something about it in through the mental link. Cheese Girl, get her in here.
Cheese Girl
'Cause I
is
assume she has some kind of blast attack.
correct. She is currently outside. Maybe only a couple of minutes have passed. Audrey, give me running or acrobatics or
Sure.
something cool.
So she's also, as Violet heads downstairs, she's pausing every 2 or 3 floors to look around with her mental vision. Just 'cause,
Okay.
she's looking for the outside influence to see if it's still around. But
If it was an outside influence.
exactly. But at this high up, she's not likely to see anything on the 4th floor. So I'm not
Correct.
even going to roll for that yet.
All right. You do see, there's obviously people all around the place panicking at the minute because their evacuation routes are somewhat compromised. Oh, whoa, success by 10. You do not take stairs, you take flights.
Pretty much. She's pretty good at the parkour.
Parkour.
She gets on the railing and like grinds down.
I like that a lot.
Shadow the Hedgehog style.
Yeah.
And yes, you will arrive at the 4th floor, Audrey, about as the fire engines are pulling up outside. Lily, you notice on your owl vision, Cheese Girl's like guiding them in, and they're aiming the tanks. It's these 2 fancy new fire engines from the news yesterday, and they squirt off these 2 big beams, and as it connects with the fire, it ignites in a huge burst of flame. Guy, that corridor in front of you explodes with flame, like someone's just fired a tank-sized flamethrower at you.
I guess we're gonna duck into this ward here.
Give me a dodge and drop.
Or not?
Oof.
Guess we're getting blasted backwards.
No, it's more just flamethrower. So 7 burning damage.
That drops forever even lower. Are we gonna kill ever?
It's not another increment, and so not just yet.
Maybe.
Yeah, but he's on fire.
Guy might be too. You got DR on Guy. I'll allow you to have
No.
been carrying your shite around.
Probably not. It was a dinner party.
Yeah.
Suckers! Sorry. So you're on fire also. Your clothes will have given you a bit of protection, but let's still say 6 burning damage. Also, roll me HT.
In my brain, I'm gonna yell at Cheese Girl to stop whatever the hell they're doing out there.
Oh.
Oof. Also lose an FP, please. It's hot. It's very hot. Actually, yeah. You say you got no DR. We'll just read
No.
this. I was just.
Do you not have a civilian version?
I mean, I have the underclothes, but I don't think I would have worn them to dinner.
With this group, this is not the first time dinner has gone awry.
Yeah, that's fair.
But at
I
the
mean-
same time, the other times have been, all right, guys, let's get geared up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is the first time that's literal. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Also, your enemy is fire and firefighters. Suddenly, you see the flame. Like as you scream that into Cheese Girl's mind, like she is just agog staring at it, like ah. And the flame
Stop them!
travels back down the jet, and Cheese Girl manages to put up a barrier kind of just in time. It still blasts her back across the street as it explodes in like melted cheese. But she manages to save a couple of firefighters. One of those brand new fire engines just in the street. Massive fireball outside. Windows that weren't shattered shatter. Guy and Lucius are on fire. Sigrid,
Yeah.
roll a HT -2. Just to represent you haven't been here for a couple of minutes now.
Do we need turn order? Or?
Maybe we should. Put the fire on the turn order.
I mean, I don't want to go round by round, but just for the sake of making sure we catch everybody in sweeps.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Like
fair.
30-second, like what are you doing for this 30 seconds kind of thing?
Do you see yourselves on turn order?
I am.
I'm rep, so I don't need to be there.
That is somewhat accurate, yes.
Do let me know if I need to make any other more health checks.
I will
Like,
do.
I almost thought you said, let me know when I need to make another character.
That's good.
Also that.
I'm waiting until the end of the session to know if I need to make another one. I want to let the story play.
Let me know if I accidentally delete you from turn order. There's duplicates, but I am checking to make sure I don't get a duplicate. Nope,
It's not a big deal.
I think I'm good. I think you're all still there. So
And just
Sigrid,
fire shenanigans happen at the top of the round, let's say.
yeah, on On the last round, Guy just got blasted by fire. He's on the ground, holding a burning Lucius. He himself is burning. Europe, what do you do?
I go put them out.
Run and start
And-
putting out Guy and Lucius.
Yep.
Her. And you already rolled HT, I'm guessing. You got a crit success. So, Violet, you've reached the bottom of the stairs. You heard that.
Great.
You saw it.
Although she's not completely convinced that getting to the 4th floor is where she wants to be. Maybe like the 6th floor. She just needs to be close enough to look around.
Okay.
And walls aren't an issue for her. So from the 6th floor, she's going to be doing sort of an overwatch, looking for weird minds. And I suppose as she's doing this, she could also potentially catch glimpses of people that are conscious, that are out there in the smoke, and direct people.
True dat. Yeah,
It won't work for the unconscious, unfortunately.
that is a shame. Show me perception, I suppose. I don't think you need anything to start detecting, do you?
Technically, I should have made a couple of checks at the very beginning, but we kind of hand waved as we were charging over.
Yeah, no worries.
Not great, but at least a little helpful.
Start looking for people. Give me an IQ roll as well, just straight up, please. Okay. Guy.
And Audrey's still upstairs. She's concerned about the parents and distractions, and
You could have
that kind
gone
of
into
stuff.
the panic room with them if you like.
Perfect.
Yeah, that Mila is currently kind of watching security footage in there and coordinating some efforts and screaming at the screen. She shouts like, someone tampered with the systems. The sprinklers, the fire suppression. Oh my god, it was hooked up to the fuel in the... Oh my god. And she, yep.
Are you guys hearing that?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Cheese Girl on Mental Link is just like, guys, I think someone swapped the water in those fire engines for, like, gasoline or some shit.
Can you turn it into cheese?
I could cover it in cheese.
Maybe a nice raclette.
She's like, very funny. She's just like spraying, probably cottage cheese, you know? That's got to be the best fighting fire. Oh, God.
Oh, curdles.
Oh no, that sounds so bad.
It's like one of those foam suppression systems, but the foam is cottage cheese.
Ugh.
That sounds
All
so
right.
much worse.
Oh
Okay.
god.
I think it's Guy's turn to do stuff. Or
Yeah.
still Audrey's. Or Violet's, I think.
Well, that were about it, really. Guy,
Yeah, that was it.
you're on fire with Lucius there, but
Yeah.
Sigrid runs over and starts
So-
putting you out.
How many action points
Ooh.
to upgrade my warp high enough where I can reach Lily's floor?
Oh, that's interesting. What's your max range normally?
100 meters. No, 500 meters.
You don't need to.
Okay, actually, really what I'm asking is how much to be able to pull Lucius along with me.
Okay. Like extra effort lifting strength. And just add it on there. I think I'd want 2 action points per warp that you're moving him.
Okay, well, let's take 2 for now. And roll a warp. I'm gonna use a couple of FP
No, two is
because...
excessive. Just one's enough.
Yeah?
Yeah, just one's enough.
Per warp.
Per warp.
Sounds to me like he might be planning on more warps for you.
And also if you fail
Oh.
and stuff.
I make it right on.
Lucky.
So, Lucius and I end up in the Dunning swimming pool.
Sploosh. The chlorine! Lucius dies instantly.
Oh.
Rip.
For
Nice.
Lucius, I was gonna, make him not be dying.
It's
Whoops.
alright. It's not that bad. Maybe it's a saltwater swimming pool. Still
Well, it's
painful.
worse.
Yeah. But
Suiji, direct
go.
from the sea. Lucius and Guy extract. Lily.
in that vein, Luke, I was actually going to do something similar, but can I, what do you call, buy levels of lifting strength temporarily with action points?
Yeah, I'd take that too.
Okay. I pay 1 point per lifting strength. So how many per level for action points?
I'm not sure.
Basically, my goal was to start teleporting to a lake and back and forth and just transmitting shit tons of water into the middle of this place.
That's kind of
One
amazing.
gallon of water weighs 8.34 pounds.
How many gallons
And
can you do a minute?
With my medium, I can do 345 at my current thing.
So times that by 8-ish.
Yeah. But I was hoping
345
to up
times
my
8?
I was hoping to up my lifting strength with those. I'm willing to spend
Divided
all
by,
5.
I think divided by.
Do you need
Yeah.
a container?
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
Oh wait,
I mean, it's probably not.
you're touching it.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to Luke how he wants to do this, but I would like to basically burn as many action points as needed to get just a shit ton of water moving through this place.
One lifting strength per action point might not be enough, given the power I just gave Guy to move a whole person.
Want to make it like 2 or 5 or something along those lines?
Something along those lines. For this purpose, let's just say it's like 5. And so you can add 25 points of lifting strength and bring an absolute shit ton of water here.
I just want to see what that is now. 14 plus. So that'd be 49. No. You said 25?
Well, 5 per action point. I'm not sure how many action points you've got.
Okay. I would be able to move. That can't be right.
How many gallons in a pound of water?
Oh.
8.
No. 1 gallon of water is 8.34 pounds. So
Right.
divide
Yep.
Right.
whatever that number is.
To get
1,440 per jump.
1,440 divided by 8.
190 gallons.
172.
That's a lot of gallons.
Yeah, how many
I mean-
gallons in a swimming pool?
So, one of those big oil drums? Those are 55 gallons.
Okay,
So a little more than 3 of those per jump.
cool.
Which is a not insignificant amount of water.
Correct.
Mhm.
Compared
And she uses
to
every jump.
That's
This lasts
half a
for
hot
10
tub.
minutes. This lasts for 10 minutes. So, actually, it might be 30. I don't remember. It's either 10 or 30, but she can just jump back and forth in different spots, just covered in water.
Radical.
That's all my action points.
I think we may have invented a way for her to enter a scene and just sort of drench everything.
Oh god.
Interesting way of arriving.
Lube the floors.
That's me. That's pretty much. I'll focus since each round is about 30 seconds. You said.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's gonna spend like a couple seconds to get there, cause whatever, and then focus in for like 15 or 20 seconds to get back and just water.
I think you probably get a few unlucky fish just for comic effect.
Like, and she's going for more fresh water because
Salt water will
Salt
wreck
water on
shit even
burns.
more. And yeah, the
Yeah.
people that you get in also. Shit.
So fresh water as much as possible.
Koi, Sigrid. So you put out Guy and Lucius and then they disappear. You put them out too good. They burnt to nothing while you were putting them out.
Oh
Oh
no!
no!
I mean, it sounds like Lily's got a plan. I'll just keep looking for people.
Cool. Cool.
Just like busting down doors and looking in rooms. Anybody here?
And Violet, I'm guessing you can guide her
Continuing,
pretty
yeah.
well, yeah. Roll perception again.
Bonuses for guidance.
Probably. Yeah. Sigrid, you find a bunch more people. And
Great.
Lily, you can take them away quickly when you come back with your next load of water, probably.
Yep.
And
Suddenly they're all swimming in a pond.
it'll carry on like this for a bit, I think. Lily, give me 2 HT checks.
Sure.
Failure on that second. You end up losing 3 FP,
That's absolutely fine.
but you don't get any significant burns, just some singed hairs.
Well, I'm drenched. I have to be probably
That-
submerging.
That too, yeah, you are entirely soaked whenever you come in here. So it's just kind of smoke gets you a bit. Heat gets you a bit. You boil
He would
slightly.
actually be worse.
Mm.
Yeah.
Plus there's that helmet already on.
It's steaming.
And Sigrid, give me another will check, please.
Actually, bonuses for high pain threshold?
Yes. Oh yeah,
So
you
that's my
good.
5.
You good. Sigrid is on fire, rescuing kids. And they're like, Lily, where you coming in? And then you just run over to that location. Whoosh. Put yourself out before running over to another fire.
Have to remind yourself to put yourself out before picking up children.
Sorry, kid. Gee.
I'm gonna pull Lucius out of the pool.
Aye, aye.
I mean, you have 30 seconds. So you have a little bit more to do.
Oh, first aid.
Start doing first
Rescue,
aid on
breathing.
Lucy's. Cool. His lips come off, stick to yours.
Oh,
Sorry. Couldn't resist.
Yeah, you never do CPR without a mouthpiece.
If you can avoid it.
yeah.
Intubate. Intubate. Oh, we're looking for something.
Well, it seems like with our plan, we get this freaking taken care of, and I assume the rest of NAC shows up eventually to help out.
Yeah, they're already here, but, you know, huge fire. But, oh, right, Knack. Yes. as those like last flames are starting to die down, Knack arrive. The cool dudes. Genevieve. Stranger. Karma. Halo.
Yeah,
Nipper. Edgeblood
the
didn't
cool
show up.
ones who show up when the hard work done.
I hate to throw out stereotypes, but Karma might know where the vampires hang out.
Wait, is Nipper? Is that the same Nipper as I remember?
That is the Nipper you're thinking of.
Ah, I love his power. He's got the best fucking power.
Well, I think we can do away with turn order. Potentially
Yeah.
return to
Mhm.
a bigger map. Should we have a quick break? 5 minutes?
I think so.
I could do with some liquid.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll be right back in 5 minutes. We're back. And Lucius, played by Everoth, has just bombed the fuck out of Dunning Tower. Or so it
Children's
seems.
Medical Bay.
Not only that, but someone, possibly also Lucius, has replaced all the firefighting juice in the fire engines from the fancy new fire station across the street with some kind of highly flammable liquid. So when they went to fight the fire, they just caused more fire. Did I mention this was on the children's ward of a hospital? There are many dead people, doctors, nurses, children. There are many more injured. It's not just water. They've got fancy expanding
It's
foams.
TL9 water.
Yeah, TL9 water. Goes further. Works against more types of fire. This stuff did not. This were more like fucking hand sanitizer or something.
All right, so when that's all finished, Lily is actually legitimately like sitting outside in front of the like the building, like crying because she saw all the dead kids.
Malia is kind of sat next to you, but you know she's just staring ahead, eyes blank. She went through there putting fires out and she's stretchering bodies out of there with you. Lucius is in intensive care currently on one of the upper floors of Dunning Tech, probably in what's her name? Mila's office, like watched
Actually-
over by a bunch of people with guns right now.
Sigurd storms into that room, like, holds the gun up in the air and just kind of looks at everybody real quick and just says, "Leave us."
No, Sigurd. No.
Alright,
that Mila?
fine. This gross. And she'll, like, cut her arm off and, like, splatter it all on Lucius.
Mila's like, oh god, she's doing that. I see.
Complete vampire luring show.
Well, this isn't the first time she's removed an arm, so I mean Mila has seen an arm removed, so you know.
Yeah, she knows. A few people, like, you know, turn away and gip. Like, what the fuck are you doing? She's still a monster. Oh, right, I see. As Lucius starts to heal up a bit. Roll me HT, please, Lucius.
Got it.
I imagine people start to gather in that ward.
Oh, I mean, I can spend, like, as much HP as needs to get spent.
No,
like,
no, yeah.
And I'm doing that to wake up this traitor as fuck.
He might still take a while to regain consciousness, but
Oh,
no,
that's fair.
he will eventually wake up, and yeah, I think probably all of you that want to be involved can have reached this room by now.
Before that, could we do one thing before? Because I assume Simon shows up at some point.
Yeah, Simons is with you right now, still, Lily. He'll be stood silently, looking, very morose and remorseful.
Yeah, before Sigrid does her arm thing, I'm just gonna look up at him and say, "I want to see the tape."
I want to ask you a few questions about the tape, Lily.
I want to see the fucking tape, Simons.
He holds out his pad to you.
Snatch it away and turn it on.
You press play, and it's you on screen. You smile and sort of lean in and wave your fingers. And you say, I've got a friend called Lucius. Roll me a fright check, please.
Okay.
It's creepy. She looks exactly like you. She sounds exactly like you. It's you.
All right. Now I need 3d6.
Yeah, but if it's a quirk, let's just say bullshit.
Thank you for that.
Which it will be, yeah.
11.
13. Acquire a new mental quirk.
Oh,
So, obviously, this is just freaky as balls. We've got a fright check. That's what we wanted. This free space. Acquire a new mental quirk is free space. No effect other than it's creepy, bro. And she carries on. Lucius is a bad guy. And I'm a bad girl. We're about to do something very naughty. I am gonna blow up my mum's shitty hospital because things are boring and I'm just a bad girl. My friend Lucius is gonna help me. This is gonna be big. We're gonna kill a bunch of kids.
I'm gonna break his string because that seems appropriate with my current strength.
She were carrying on, but you break it, or do you let her finish? Do you let the video finish?
I think she breaks it because she's currently sitting at a 39 strength.
Yeah, you've got that until your lifting strength turns off normally, I'll say.
Yeah. And so it just like kind of breaks, and she goes, "Simons, could you get me a list of all the shape shifting and metas on the island?"
We're working on it already, Lily. Safe to say you've got no memory of recording this video.
I don't.
Safe to say you'll allow us to search your office and home.
Sure.
Thank you, Lily. I'm sorry.
And then she's gonna bamf away somewhere, and then the other people can have their scene.
As soon as she bamfs away, Simons goes, "Oh fuck, where the fuck did she go?" And they were like, you didn't notice, but you were surrounded while you were sat on that pavement by surf officers. And they all, headsets looking around for you when you disappear. Guy, Sigrid, Audrey, all up with Lucius.
Violet, but yes.
Violet. Radio. Lucius, your eyes flutter and you wake up. The last thing you remember was...
Sigrid punching me?
Yeah. Give me an IQ check as well, though.
Okay.
You also heard someone whisper in your ear. You'd not really noticed, but Gas Mask had been wearing an intercom, a communicator of sorts, and you heard a little girl whisper something into your ear right before Sigrid punched your lights out. You can't remember what she said, but it was creepy. She giggled. Like, you seem fun. And then stars. And now you're waking up in bed. You feel not too bad. Kind of weird. You're covered in blood.
And Sigurd punches you in the face.
HT check or not sure what's my HPS at or whatever.
It hurts. Don't worry about it. Sigrid breaks your face. You're probably dazed for a couple of seconds.
But you're still covered in the healing blood too.
So when he comes back, he's just gonna look at you, incredibly pissed off. Stop fucking doing that, Sigrid. I'm already off my gas mask. Fucking knock it off before I fucking punch you back. Shoot you for once.
There's like the cocking of 6 guns. They all kind of...
Just looks around. He looks at his hands. He remembers nothing, I assume.
It's a crossroads for me. I don't know if it'd be more fun for you to remember nothing, or for you to remember everything, but you were like unable to act while you were trapped watching yourself do these things.
Whatever you
Everything
wanna
is
play.
way worse.
It's way worse, obviously.
Yeah, whatever you want to
That's one
play.
you should pick.
Okay, then yeah. So you remember everything, Lucius, and you were trying so hard to not do all those things, but you could not. You were compelled. You felt,
I guess.
yeah.
I guess that's when he starts looking at his hands, starts remembering everything, and then he just starts to let himself mouth open, like remembering every single bit and just looking there empty-sided, like he is
Broken.
yeah, he's broken.
Roll me a will check, please.
Should have this conversation in one of the hospital rooms.
We should. Success by 5.
It
You
was
know.
in the penthouse in Mila's office, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. So.
Oh, it's in here? I thought we had the other hospital room.
We do. That
Uh,
one's kind of more fun.
Oh, that one works too. Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Medical research lab? Question mark? Yes. Oh, it's got exterior and everything. And look at that. Most of who we need is here. Plus some weirdos. Guy in his wheelchair.
Oh yeah, right.
He just sits in it. It's out of habit at this point.
Let's move to a bigger room. Because there's a bunch of people in here.
A room big enough for a security detail.
What, is that like a frog or some shit?
It's a spider.
Cool.
A time spider.
Oh shit.
So there's some mooks in here, I assume.
Yeah. Mooks. I think I even got sheets for mooks. Pictures and everything. State affiliated. Secret surf. Oh yeah, look at that. Square. That's some bullshit right there. I swear to glob. But yes, there are mooks in here pointing guns at Lucius. And Lucius, you see a scalpel sort of on the table next to you, and you briefly consider picking it up and cutting your own throat, but you resist.
Yeah, he just looks at it empty-eyed at his hands, and he just remembers like the last second when he when he got cut off from Earth control or whatever control. Sorry, and he just looked around for the at the hospital for a second in a flash of fire before he just got sent down unconscious.
Correct. You recall like seeing your hands on that fire alarm as you pulled it. You felt like drips on your head, your knees buckled, you felt really weak suddenly. Like you'd been awake for 24 hours or some shite. And then you suddenly smelt very strong, alcohol-y, petrol-y smell, and boom! I'm scrolling through my tokens. Feel free to punch him again or something.
No, I think when Sigrid punches him, she just turns around and looks at Violet, kind of walks back and away.
She nods. And Violet attempts mental contact. It's a will save.
Can I choose to fail?
You can always choose to fail.
Yes. You can also choose to succeed.
Oh no, I'm just allowing you to do whatever you need.
Cool. All right, then in your head you hear, "What the fuck happened, Lucius?" from Violet.
He is like crying. There's like the equivalent of your teachings. He has made a sofa with his television set, and he is just playing over and over like the last few hours of what he had no control of. And he just looks at his hands and he just mutters, mutters, like, I had no control. I couldn't do anything.
What was controlling you? She says in your mind, but also out loud.
Do I know, Luke, or do I not know?
You can't be sure. But if it were anything, it was maybe that voice that spoke to you over the radio.
He says, I am not sure, but he like plays over the television set like the last part of the moment where he told Audrey to take away her control. She could see how after he kills the clone, he hears something over the comms from Gasmas, and he is called something what to play with.
Yeah, a giggle, and then you're new. You seem fun to play with.
And then he lost control.
That's what it happened.
And then yeah, something brought him out of the shadows, but it wasn't himself.
Violet's going to look at that a lot more deeply in a bit, but for now she's just concerned that the memory of the voice itself has any power. So she's going to take a look at that. Because if the voice itself doesn't seem to have power, she's going to share it. But she doesn't want to have everybody else get mind controlled.
I see. The voice itself in this recording, at least, does not
Or
seem
like the memory of the voice. Yeah.
Yeah, this memory of the voice holds no power, at least.
Someone spoke to her. Someone spoke. Someone spoke to him. Yeah.
To Gas Mask / Lucius.
She nods. Is there a young girl mind controller on the island? Is that one of yours? She looks for. Is there a ranking, like, law and order person in the room? Surf or Secret Surf, either way.
Someone will step forward who's clearly slightly higher than the others and say, nothing on our radar, no registered for anything like that. The closest we've got is, I don't know, No young girls, though.
She nods. Well, he claims that wasn't controlling himself, and he seems to believe it.
Is Guy suddenly like just unrolling a box of enhanced tools?
Oh, that was a joke from like 10 minutes ago.
Okay, so it's yeah.
I'm
That's
not torturing Lucius.
unfortunate.
Such a shame.
Gets enough of that from Laura.
I don't suppose any of you would. Can I repeat this voice for you, y'all, to see if anybody recognizes it?
Yes. And we'll take the recording if you have it available. How are you doing this?
I mean, she was using telepathy to just attempt to mimic it into their minds
I see.
from his. So it's not actually a recording, unfortunately.
And that's going off to us too, right?
Mm-hmm. She said it out loud in the room, but really it was meant for people that are in mind contact with her.
Okay, so I get you. So
She doesn't have a way of like playing it out loud for everybody.
gotcha. Just for the group.
Mm-hmm. But she's hoping that somebody might recognize them.
Everyone can give me an IQ roll.
Would this be a skill too? Current affairs? Streetwise?
Would
Fuck.
Lily had advantage on that or something?
Sigrid.
Go, Sigrid!
Figures it out.
Sigrid.
Oh, wow.
Sigrid recognizes this voice. It was
How?
pissing you the fuck off at a gig with Hannah. You can remember it clear as day. A couple of weeks ago, there was clearly like a 7-year-old girl at this very unsuitable location, and she was being really rude to the bar staff, who just kept making her drink wrong, and she was fully abusing them, while she kept forcing them to remake drinks for her.
Huh.
Do we have a mental image?
Yeah.
Sigrid shares
Can I
it.
like think about her and
Yeah.
I was wondering if you had a
that'll work.
token.
She is. She looks Japanese. 7 to 10 years old. And yeah, that voice is a match in Sigrid's memory. It's pretty damn close to Lucius's memory.
Dressed like a child or like an adult?
Not dressed like a child, but not dressed like an adult going to a club.
Mhm.
Kind of plain clothes. But
She has to have a kitty backpack or something.
yeah, there we go. She's got a little satchel bag that's just a cat, fluffy cat face.
Oh.
There we go.
That's actually awesome. I'm not sure it buys us anything, but
Well, we know which of the gangs we should prioritize. Assuming that we don't have to pull the fugitive with Tara.
so wait, she has to. You have to hear what she say?
I have
Or
no idea how it
she
works.
can at least mind control you just by talking over the radio, potentially.
That's not
Which is
good.
terrifying.
It seems like Lucius heard her voice and then lost all control of his body while he went on to do horrible things and act like a very strange person at times.
Oh god, that's why he had sex for like 6 hours. Oh god.
The pain he was in was unreal, Lucius.
Oh god, that's horrible. That's like
Wow.
really terrible on so many levels.
Sorry.
Oh.
But Violet, obviously you're going to be very suspicious right now.
Yeah.
You were right in there, kind of as it went down.
I mean, she did leave before he got punched, didn't? Or maybe she didn't, actually. I forget.
It would have been close,
but
at
yeah.
least.
There is definitely some suspicion going on. She's not done digging.
Mm-hmm. You don't recall anything out of the ordinary for the time being, but when Lucius possesses people, you never see his mind leave his own body anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you see much effect on the possessed person, other than that your viewpoint in your mental link with Lucius changes.
True.
And I think that might be your only kind of cue that Lucius is possessing people. Meanwhile, you definitely have not noticed in the past couple of days any other mind
Right.
on
Possessing him.
Lucius. And you had a really good scour of this building, and the most powerful minds in a way is Mila, pretty much. Definitely no creepy
Fair.
floating observers. All minds can be matched up to pretty boring things. Except for one digital mind that's knocking about in Dunning Tower that you'd not noticed before.
Oh, friend computer.
Friendly comrade computer.
So I'm going to see if there's any conditioning left in him, but it looks like it was more of a command than an actual possession type thing, or at least lasting possession. But this is going to take a while.
Mm-hmm. I imagine so.
She says out loud, so people are aware.
Mila just looks pensive.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, where did you
at
walk
Horizon
to?
Tower,
Oh, Horizon Tower. Oh dear.
in the defunct news station.
You're still fairly well equipped. Some of that equipment, why move it to storage when it's practically already there?
She's pulling a drapery off a camera and then heading to the booth to turn on the emergency channel override. Basically, take over. I don't know if you want me to roll for this or just for cinematic reasons. It just works out.
You already spent all your action points.
I did.
Give me an IQ check, please. And you've also got
I did it.
this every single time. Terra ever wants to do anything that's even slightly. Oh, she always crits. Amazing. Well, yeah, you do it.
Just take over the airwaves for a minute. So for a couple seconds, there's
You get access to the
camera
emergency broadcast channel. You don't just broadcast on Horizon. You find someone left the notebook that's got the codes for the channel-wide emergency state takeover.
I'm about to get fired.
That
and
will
arrested
allow you,
probably.
90 seconds to 2 minutes of contact with every media screen on the island.
But yeah, there is a couple seconds of empty chair, and then Lily floats into frame.
You guys see this on the TV that is in this room. It suddenly turns on and beeps. Beep. Emergency broadcast signal. empty chair. I think some of you recognize that chair.
I definitely recognize that desk.
Damn, if only we had some way of teleporting there.
And then Lily floats into frame and floats down to the chair and calmly looks and says, "Hello, Nirvana. I'm Lily Dunning of NAC. So today, a travesty happened at Dunning Medical. There was an attack from an unknown group.
Does Guy appear on camera?
No, it's going to take me a little bit. I'm waiting 30 seconds between each of these rolls.
that resulted in many injuries and fatalities. We'll leave it to the authorities to give you the information on that further, or any other further information. That said, a video was sent out to news organizations and police that used my face to claim that I had done this. And then did it in my home. I don't know who you are, you evil, sadistic bitch, but know that I am not gonna rest until I take you down.
And the stream cuts off. And probably Guy arrives in the room.
Yeah, that's right around when Guy would arrive.
Yeah, Guy appears on camera, and then the stream cuts off.
Hi, Guy.
That probably didn't help your case at all.
Don't care. Wasn't about clearing my name. It was about getting the damn point across.
Are you in like a locked room at the minute?
I mean, we're in the open thing, so people are probably heading down elevators and staircases.
Yeah, like you could hear footsteps pounding down staircase at the other side.
I'm going to be reporting to the police now to be arrested, Guy.
He'll slip out.
Whoop.
And she'll go straight to Simon's office.
It's empty. I think he's still
Yeah.
outside Dunning Tower.
Yeah, she'll just start reading on known shapeshifters or illusionists through his report, through his files. And then call him and like as she's doing it and go, "Hey, Simons."
Stay there, please, Lily. I'll come back.
Oh, did he know? So he just knew she was there.
Well, you rang me off my office phone, Lily.
Oh, I was calling him for myself, but
Oh, okay, fair enough. It was like, where did you go?
Office phone is way funnier.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I'm in your office. Meet you there.
All right, we kind of at a pretty good stopping point, honestly.
Yeah.
But would anyone like more scenes before we do so?
Sigrid is at the electronics store.
Ooh.
She's buying an MP3 player
Awesome.
and a set of earbud headphones.
Nice.
Just this freaky girl.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Getting yourself some hearing protection. Just blast the Metallica, the Anthrax, the Megadeth,
Exactly.
the Crimson Goat. And there's this little girl just like shouting at you. Sorry, can't hear.
And I can still talk to the team because of Mental Link.
Might be kind of loud. That's a good idea.
Yeah, here it is. Anyone else?
One question though. I don't have anything for Lucius, but how does Laura react to when she sees the news?
This will not be good. I'm saving that because I want to, prepare for it mainly.
Got it.
But it's Laura. She'll believe you. She trusts you. But it's gonna be dicey for sure.
So Violet is going to be going through Lucius's brain a bit and
You,
trying to
yeah.
help him sort of. I mean, mostly she's actually trying to help. And to that degree, Lucius, how much do you want to remember of that? Because it feels like they intentionally left it here so you would suffer.
He is very retracted by that, and he just shakes his head a bit. I know him. I'll remember as much as you need me to remember, but God, I couldn't do anything to stop it.
I mean, I can take it all if you want it gone.
No, that's not how we do things here.
That's what I figured. All right. And then she digs for other things, but lets you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he will be
Yeah.
completely cooperative with whatever you need to get
Mhm.
those information.
Maybe give me a research?
Her digging check is the same as all of her other checks.
Give me the same check as all your other checks. Success by 8. Okay.
But I mean, I'm totally down with a research check too. That's kind of cool.
I do love how this game has moments like that where the GM is like, give me a research, I guess, as you're studying the contents of this person's brain.
I think the results you come across warrant a research check. But perhaps not at this stage, and, well, no, yeah.
Fair.
Anyways, you will learn more in downtime and be able to explain next session, I feel.
That'll work.
Cool.
Nice.
The key thing being that she wants to confirm that he's not like a Manchurian candidate, right? Still.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You and those old movies, man.
You got the reference.
No, I was just talking about Jackbox last week.
Oh, fair.
Disappointment. Oh, well. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Same.
Thanks very much for watching. With a Kobold Cafe. Yeah, I'm Luke the GM. Today we had, in reverse order, antagonist Everoth.
Hello, I was Everett, playing Lucius Toothy Lockhart, and another surprise character for the antagonist of the game.
GG, you've killed so many kids today.
GG, Irene text.
We had Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I played Lily, and she's on a vengeance quest. What is that, an archer?
Rampage.
Rampage!
Rampage. What's the name of his film though?
I don't remember, but Rampage.
Terms of enrampagement.
That's it. Terms of Rampage. That's what I would have to thank you. We had James.
Hey, I'm James. I played Sigurd the Berserker, and Sigurd saved a whole lot of kids today.
Yeah, you did. Sigrid MVP. burning Valkyrie, angel of death,
Which
carrying burnt kids out of the burning building.
is gonna have even better PR for that popularity contest.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you red little monster.
it's Cheese Girl as well is gonna fly ahead of the competition. There's some great shots of her.
And
Blowing
I'm
up a
gonna
building?
plummet.
Oh yeah, Lily. Lily is. Ooh, we had Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I played Audrey today, and she didn't actually cause any trouble, which is cool.
Cool. No trouble caused.
Yeah.
And finally, we had Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin. I played Guy, and life saving, not really his thing.
You don't want to shoot the fire.
I want to shoot the fire, but it also doesn't do any good.
Correct. Fire is diffuse. Oh, but you've got grenades. Yeah.
You just need the right
Actually, a
ammo.
flashbang could hurt. Could help a lot.
Yeah, you can blow up fires. I've seen it. It's a thing. It's legit a thing.
No, it is legit a thing, but I didn't think about that. And also, that seems like it would have been a headache.
yeah, it does. I wonder what the
That's
next...
okay.
Well, and I
The
can
first
also
time I
just see like trying to save a bunch of people in a room, and then you flashbang them and try to get them out of a burning building.
Stop running around. It makes makes your job easier.
It's kind of true.
Who's gonna roll antagonist next? Who's gonna hear a whisper when they wake up? Probably not Violet. Too sturdy. Probably not Sigrid. You'd all die. Similarly, Lily and Guy could just kill all of you. I'll just make sure
That's the terrifying thing about
So
mind
any of
control
us.
characters.
Yeah, I'll make sure I stipulate that you should stick to your objectives. You're not allowed to just kill everyone because you're an antagonist for a session. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be back on Thursday next week
No
with
post-credit scene?
maybe with more Little Ages. I'll be joining again. That's a sick game. And then we'll be back next Friday with this. And yeah, post-credits scene. So it's an alleyway. You can hear heavy metal music playing in the background, like and there are some sick tags like Vampire Queen murals, all shiny boobs, anime style, super lewd, vampire vor blood hentai. And there's just a group of girls, is best way to describe them, all wearing fuzzy little kitty backpacks or bags. Oldest one looks about 17 maybe. Youngest is probably only 5. Like she's carrying a kitty plushie under one arm. And they've all got cans of spray paint and they're just spraying little cat doodles all over this vampire mural. Someone like stumbles out or a door and the heavy metal music gets loud as he staggers out all drunk and he turns and squints at them all. Big bald-headed cyberpunk Viking guy. And he's like, "The fuck are you kids doing to the bar?" And they turn and look back at him and they all just giggle. And the little 5-year-old girl walks up to him, stood about 3 meters away. And he's like, "Oh, get out of here, you little bitches." She holds her hand out, pulls a thumb out of her mouth, and says, "That's a bad word." And she clenches a fist, and there is an explosion of blood as his form is crushed into a small ball, allowing all his fluids to escape from the rapidly bursting cells, painting the mural and the shadows of these few schoolgirls red. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.